Hey, what's up, YouTube and Facebook Nation? This is your old pal Kevin, Captain Milo Man Nelson, coming at you with another episode of the Nelson Vlog for Thursday, March 14th, 2019. And in this episode, Tuesday night I went and saw Captain Marvel, and this episode is pretty much going to be a short review of that film. Anyway, I liked it. It was pretty good. I thought Brie Larson did well with the character. Hoping to see her come back as that character. Well, she's slated to come back in Avengers Endgame here. I believe that's coming out next month. I thought the chemistry between her and Samuel L. Jackson was good. Especially got a kick out of their feline sidekick, Goose, a female cat. In the comics, Goose was originally named Chewie after the Chewbacca character from the Star Wars films. But apparently Marvel Studios decided to change the name of the cat to keep Star Wars and the Marvel stuff separate. And the music was really good too that was featured in the film. Some 70s, 80s, and of course 90s music, since the movie was set in the mid-90s. Especially like the scene where Captain Marvel was fighting against who she thought was her mentor, Marvel. Turned out she turned against Captain Marvel, and they were fighting. In the scene where they were fighting, the No Doubt song Just a Girl was used, which I thought was kind of amusing. And despite some of the controversy involving comments that Brie Larson made, like I said, I really enjoyed her in the role. And that pretty much wraps up my quick review of Captain Marvel. We'll be back in a bit. I also recently acquired a few vintage toys that I'm going to show you in the next segment, so I'll be back in a bit. Okay, we are back. And what you're looking at is, like I said a little bit ago, one of, let's say, a Kenner Turbo Tower Power Jamie Summers, the Bionic Woman Tower Pump, and Cycle with Rider figure. This was produced back in, I believe it was 1976. Well, I recently acquired the Tower Pump, and the figure that you see on there, I acquired that a couple of years ago. What came with the Tower Pump was this other motorcycle with the Jamie Summers figure on there. That was a figure I acquired a number of years ago. Also off of eBay, I decided to custom paint that figure and the cycle that came with the pump. The seat was completely, I wouldn't say exactly broken off, but I used duct tape to tape it back on and decided to do a repaint of the cycle. As far as I'm concerned, it looks kind of cool like this. I'm thinking of maybe doing a little more painting on the figure and do like a custom Turbo Tower Power Sam Puckett from iCarly on her motorcycle in the final shot of the last episode of iCarly, where Sam was seen riding off into the night on her motorcycle. That's a upcoming project, and the figure that actually came with that cycle and the tower pump was this Jamie Summers figure. As you can see, her arm is missing. I don't know if there's much I can do about that, to be honest. I might try to rig up some kind of a new arm for this figure. And I've been kind of playing around with a couple of extra $6 million man bionic vehicles from the Tower Power line. Did repaints of two of the extra vehicles I have. And as you see, there's yet another Jamie Summers figure in one of the vehicles. I'd like to try to get another of these vehicles and maybe paint that one blue and have sort of a patriotic theme going, red, white, and hopefully possibly blue, and figure out which figures would work for that red vehicle, and possibly do a repaint of that Jamie Summers figure, maybe like a white racing outfit or something. I have it's an action figure or toy from the 1970s, a Mego CB Mchaul figure I just bought from a seller on eBay. So I'll be showing that off here in a bit. Okay, we're back, and this is the Mego CB Mchaul figure that I purchased or bought from a seller on eBay about a week or so ago. It came in the mail last week, I believe it was. It was part of a line of trucker toys that Mego produced back in '77. Originally, they were planning on producing a line of toys based on the movie Smokey and the Bandit, but unfortunately, Marty Abrams and his company weren't actually able to secure the toy license for that movie, so they decided to cash on the CB radio craze of the 1970s with their own line. CB Mchaul is the main character. There were 9 roughly 3 3/4 inch scale figures produced. 3 good guy truckers, 3 bad guy truckers, and 3 quote unquote county mountie figures, police figures. Actually, I think they were state trooper figures. And there was also a couple of big semi-rigs produced for the figures that had working CB radios. There was CB Mchaul's rig, the Bear Masher rig for the bad guys to use, and a trooper car. And I believe the vehicles had toy CB radios. That was sort of the action feature of the vehicles, and there was also a truck stop playset produced, which is extremely rare. And the hat is removable, though I'm not gonna mess with that too much. The arms move. Yeah, the arms actually do move on this guy. And the vest is kind of a rubbery plastic. And the legs have a little bit of articulation, but not much. And there was always jokes about these types of figures, about the way that one of the hands is positioned, but I'm not going to get into that joke here. Anyway, this and the Kenner Turbo Tower Power Bionic Woman Tower Pump and Cycle with Rider were the vintage toys that I recently acquired. And I think that's going to do it for this episode of the Nelson Vlog. As always, please feel free to subscribe and post comments and so forth. Till next time, be good. If you can't be good, then be careful, or at least be good at it. Later.